What's up, everyone? What's up, you guys? I found myself a speck of cell service way out here. Hold on, let me take you guys for a walk. It's not a bad looking image for being my laptop. It's crazy. Look who we are. Like, come on, for real. And there's a cell phone tower right in front of me. Sweet. And as you guys can tell, we've been having a little bit of fun out here today. It's been a little muddy on these big old backcountry roads up here. Look how chunky that is on there. It's like just caked on there. So yeah, we have been just driving around here all day. Found a good little spot here, right beside a creek. Check out those mountains behind us, though. Unbelievable. Hopefully this image is okay. According to my hotspot, we have 3 bars of service. Can you see that? We have 4 bars of LTE service. Like, we're out far enough that there's an abandoned place right there. For real, dude. Insane. This is just insane. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Mr. Cruz is in the front seat. It's a little chilly outside, so he was like, nope, Dad, let's go inside. Hey, bud. Cruzy bear. Okay, instead of like shaking you guys all over the place, we have officially hit the road. You guys are a little bit delayed behind us on videos, but that's all right. I've taken a lot of time off recently, and you guys will be catching up to us pretty soon. Better? Oh yeah, a lot better. Do I just hold this? Is this what we sit here and hold it so you can see my face? Okay. Isn't it weird? I'm just sitting here holding a light on my face. It's probably a better image outside. Hold on, let's go outside. Let's do that. Come on, Spot. You're coming with me. Ooh. I'll put you guys on the hood of the van. Oh, I bet you that's a way better view. Hey, way better than me being inside. Oh, come on now. Not bad. Okay. What do we got going on here? Hi, everybody. Van Vita Travels, thank you. You're going to be in Vancouver next week. I'm going your way and you're going that way? Where are you right now, Van Vita? Kim, thank you so much for the treats and beer. Mary, thank you for the super chat. I'm wearing the wrong glasses. Oh, yeah, that's better. Why don't I have a ramp for Cruz? Because we're never really in places where I used to have one. When Cruz was a puppy, I bought him a ramp, but we're never really in a place that we can deploy the ramp. Here, we could deploy the ramp, no problem. But for the most part, that's a large piece of thing to keep in a vehicle. And for the amount of times it got used, like we can't park at the beach like you've been seeing in the videos recently and put the ramp out because it blocks an entire parking spot. So I don't mind picking him up and taking him out. He doesn't climb up because he can't, and he doesn't jump out of the van. There's been the occasional time when a dog's been out there or something, but I really try to keep a close eye on it. But yeah, I don't want a ramp in my van for Cruz. I don't have the space for it. Then Vita, you're in Saskatchewan, then Vancouver, then Ontario. I am not in Vancouver anymore, as you can clearly tell. Then Vita, does this look any familiar to you? I'm closer to you than I am Vancouver, that's for sure. But yeah, Ben Vita, I will find your email and I'll message you later and give you my cell phone number, and maybe we can cross paths along the way. Thank you, Molly, for the kind words. Use the back drawer thingy. If you're talking about for a ramp for Cruz, that thing doesn't come out. That thing is bolted to my van. But anyway, guys, I'm super excited to be on the road. So let me look on my computer here. Let me tell you how many days you are behind me. You're only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos behind me. And I might release a van tour between then, but you're only about 5 days behind me on my travels. And there was a point recently I was 2 weeks ahead on video. So I took 4 days to make a video you watched the other day. That was a 4-day in the making video. I took 3 days off on my birthday, which is already passed. That was so much fun. And so yeah, we've shoved it. Like we're way out there. Crooked Cuts, thanks for that. Big fan from Edmonton. Wicked. I'm not far from there, by the way. Mike, thanks for the super chat from Aurelia, Ontario. I drove through Aurelia many times when I was out there last, getting work done on my van out that way. Mary, thank you. So good. Okay, so if you guys are watching right now and you cannot comment, I have switched this video over here so only subscribers can comment on my live stream. I did this to slow down the live stream and cut out having to weed through all the little trash talkers. So if you can't talk, you need to subscribe first, and then a minute after you subscribe, it'll allow you to be in the live stream. This keeps the live streams much cleaner, a little bit more nicer, you know, and cuts out on how fast it can actually go. So please subscribe, guys. Let's get this number that's over 200K. That'd be wicked. The Donner, thanks for that birthday stuff. Appreciate that. How's Danica doing? She's pretty good. She's getting ready to go back to school pretty soon. She starts grade 8 in high school. So good luck, Danica. I wasn't a very big fan of high school. So I'm wondering if, because I have this live stream switched that way, if it's going to hinder how many people can actually get on it. Van Vita would know better. Van Vita, have you ever switched this to subscribers only allowed on the live streams? Does that mean only subscribers can watch it? Or does that mean only subscribers can talk? I didn't look into that at all. And well, Van Vita Travels is like the queen of live streams. Any update on the locking differential? Yep, the locking differential has come out of my rear end. Not that rear end, but my van's rear end. And we took it and we just literally just went, peace out. Hey, I thought that house was abandoned back there. Apparently not. Somebody's in it. Look at it. Huh. crazy. It looked abandoned when I was walking down the little creek or river here, whatever this is. And yeah. Bob Fleming said, I can chat and watch. It's because you're a subscriber. I'm asking and Vita Travels. So yeah, I just thought it might be kind of fun to keep this as a subscriber only thing. Jackie Berg, you might be a subscriber because it says on my thing when I set it up, it says subscribers can't talk. So who knows? Anyway, guys, if you guys have questions, now's the time. I'm shocked that this is such a decent quality stream because like I'm way out here. I am beside a town that took me a half an hour to get here from the next big town. So I'm about a half an hour or 45 minutes from a major town. The town that's beside me has 40 people as a population. That's it. 40. And I'm getting a live stream this good out here. This was another one of those tiny little towns where I pulled into it and I was like, how much is places to buy here? This place is so adorable. I'm stoked to show you guys this town. You'll have to wait like 6-7 videos before this one comes out. Pretty wild. Any word on my paint job? Yes. Live streamers always get the little sneaky stuff in there first. So when I left Vancouver Island, the paint guy that was over there said he needed 3 more weeks, and I wasn't willing to wait 3 more weeks. So, I don't know if you guys remember Badge, the gentleman that was with me when I rattle canned my van with like spray paint before. He has a friend that has a booth. So I am heading out to go see Badge and next week, and we're going to be spraying my van properly in a paint booth. So I think the deal is I have to do all the sanding and prep work, and his guy is going to spray it for us as long as we do all the prep work. I wish somebody else would do all the prep work. It's the prep work part that's the miserable part. But yeah, I talked to Badge yesterday, and we're out there next week. So I'm pretty excited about that. Sweet. So Van Vita Travels said that when I switch these live streams over to subscribers only, everyone can watch, but only subscribers can comment. So I'm pretty sure I switched it right. I thought it'd be kind of fun. Doris, thank you for that. You're pixelated, but the audio was great. Here's a bump for your travels. Thank you so much, Doris. So I'm pixelated. Hold on. Okay, let me go back inside here and tell me if this gets any better. So it looks like I lost some of my reception here. I'll go put this beside the WeBoost. What are you doing back there, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? Hey, what are you doing on the bed? Is that what happens when I go outside? Is this your new thing? Is that your new thing? He looks at me like he's in trouble. Are you in trouble? Did you do something wrong? Did you do something wrong? How's the image quality now that I put the thing by the WeBoost? Nope, WeBoost didn't help at all. Huh. Is the image that? It looks great on my side. My image looks really good. Hey, buddy. Everybody wants to see you. That's all they care about. They don't care about me at all, buddy. You know that? His tail is wiggling back there. They don't care about me at all. It's you right there. That's all they care about. You know that? You know that? I see your tail going back there. What are you doing? He always looks like he's like mean mugging it, but his tail, look at it. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, how come you're not outside running around? You are in such a pretty place to be doing inside. You can do anything you want. If you want to just lie in bed. It's not even Sunday, bro. Anyway. Weird. Weird that didn't help. All right. Do I do fishing? No, I don't do fishing. I'm going to put you guys on my poo bucket. 1 second. Shitty live stream. You guys are going to sit on my bucket. Here we go. How's the heat wave over there? There's no heat wave whatsoever right now. It is nice and chill. I ran my heater when I woke up this morning. No need at all. How tall is my bed? Good question. So my bed is 6 feet crossways. So, hi, Crazy. So cute. My bed is 6 feet from head to toe and 4 feet across. How's the bed? Is it comfy, Cruz? That's going to be the next question. Is it cozy? So 4 by 6. Do I have a diesel heater? No, I am running kind of like a diesel heater, but I am running a Webasto gasoline one. So it's exactly the same as the diesel one, except for it uses gasoline as fuel. So in my rig, it just taps my van's gas tank, which is really awesome. Because I couldn't imagine thinking about a secondary fuel source. I already got to think about buying 1 pound propane bottles, these little things. I got to think about buying these for my outside stove and my inside stove. I don't cook much, so these are all that I use. But I couldn't imagine always thinking about, oh, do I have diesel? Or getting way out here in the bush and running low on diesel fuel for my heater, but yet having lots of gas for me to travel with. So I went with the gasoline one, and I'm super glad that I did. It survived 1 winter last year, and it's going into the 2nd winter this year. And it still works because I used it this morning. I'm very happy with that Webasto gasoline one. It was very expensive, mind you. I think the heater itself was like 1,600 Canadian, plus install and tapping it to the gas tank. It was pretty hefty. How's inflation? Everything's just been going up. It's been happening everything always goes up. I don't know if it's really any different right now. Cruzy, the guy across the way has got a doggy dog. Who's that? Don't start stuff, buddy. Don't start what you can't stop. Hey, that's not even a bark, bro. People ask me if you bark. Really, bro? Hey, don't start. They're our neighbors, buddy. You have to be good to our neighbors too, not just me. You do too. He's like, move your hand, Dad. Nope, you're not going outside. Nope. No, you're not going outside. You have to be nice to the neighbors. I have to be nice to the neighbors, so do you, which means no yelling at them. Oh, he's standing right there. No wonder. No. Look at over there. There's the dog standing right there, just staring at us. What a cute boy. Hold on, guys. We gotta go let this out of Cruzy's system here. Come on, Cruz. You want to go see him? He's not doing anything bad. Look at. He's a sweet puppy. Look at him over there. He's not doing anything wrong. You good? Are you good? Okay. The dog's just sitting there staring. Okay, Crazy, we're done. Sometimes you got to let the dog be protected. He's been really, really good that way. Any other bulldog I've ever had, I've never been vocal, you know, and in a situation like this where there's another dog, Cruz always makes sure that that people know he's there. Normally, though, if someone comes around the van that he doesn't like, he's got quite this like breathing in snarl. It's kind of scary. Kind of sounds like a bear. We were walking down a trail and he was super quiet walking down the trail. Then he ran into a freaking squirrel. And then after that, he's like, people were just like, I walked down the corner. Someone said, we thought that was a bear. Might kind of just more like a pig. The Christian Carpenter, thank you. Meet the Hippos, thank you very much for that. I appreciate the super chats, you guys. Let me scroll back through, make sure I didn't miss any. Vancity Venture, thank you. Oh, it's cool to know that the image is fine. I think I'm just, because I'm on a cell phone connection, so I think we get a good spike where it's clear, and then we'll get a drop where it might get grainy. Jacqueline, thank you. You guys are super generous today. All right, let's scroll down here. Paolo, thank you. Hey, Chrome. Hope you're having a blast. Get some beers. Sweet, man. I appreciate that. Happy birthday, Ryan. My birthday was on August 16th. I was going to do a live stream, but I decided during my birthday few days that I would take a bit of time to myself. I spent 3 days. You guys will see the video coming up. I spent 3 days kind of doing something that I thought would be good for me. It ended up just being another life experience and probably something that I won't do again. Maybe, but it's not something I'm going to plan on doing. You guys have to wait and see my birthday video. I think that one's coming up in a few days. Chat day is doing great. How's Jeffy Bear? I have no idea. I haven't talked to Jeff in a few weeks. I know he's out traveling around somewhere, Ontario or Quebec or something, last I heard. How is the beer my neighbor left? I have no idea. I haven't drinking it. It's still in the back of my van yet. But I do like myself a good IPA, so we'll see. Oh my gosh, you guys. Any plans for Ontario soon? I don't know. I do know that we're traveling and we are moving east. I don't know if we're going to make it to Ontario or not, but we are definitely heading east. As of right now, we have plans next week to paint my van in Alberta. That's about all it is. Up north of 60, how you doing, buddy? The weather's good here today. We'll see what the weather is outside right now. All right, where are we here? You guys want to see something insane? Look at it. That's a freaking snowflake. Like, it's what? What? Yeah, so it's a freaking snowflake in the forecast. That'll probably go away by the time the week gets into it. But currently right now it's 11 degrees and it's supposed to be 1 degree tonight where I am. I slept at the town about half hour, 45 minutes from here. And it was cool enough this morning that I needed to turn my heater on. So it was probably about 5 degrees Celsius this morning. And if you guys want to know the conversion between Celsius and Fahrenheit, Google is your friend. Did I get rained on in Jasper, Alberta? Yep, I did. Oh my gosh. I'm ready for fall too. Like this weather out here is. Who's he? Hey, you be nice to him. Hey, he's just keep an eye on his house. He's just come here. I can't even talk today. He's just trying to keep an eye on his house, just like you're keeping an eye on my house. Not like you understand a damn word I'm saying. Hey, be good. David, thank you. But yeah, man, I would way prefer this weather here over summer heat any day. Jamie, thank you. Drummondville, Quebec. I don't think I'm going that far this year. You never know, though. It's possible. Any new upgrade plans for my van? I think this one's done, you guys. I don't think there's anything more I could do to this thing. I am really happy with how everything is now. I mean, sure, when I get back to Vancouver area this winter, I'll probably re-put that locker back in. I won't be putting back in the Yukon Locker because that thing was a piece of garbage and it kind of pissed me off a little bit. So I told the company that I bought it from that I would prefer not to have the Yukon one back, that if we can go with the Air B1 or the Eaton electric locker, one of the two. I just know that one we put in is just, I'm not doing that one again. Sasha, thank you for that. Hey, Chrome, just built a makeshift bed in my SUV and taken off on a solo for the weekend in Mont-Tremblant, Quebec. Wicked. Stacy says, nice, cool in Alberta. I'm in Alberta. Shh, don't tell anybody. How long before I travel to the USA? Depends on when I get bored of Canada or tired of winters out here. So currently right now, I always drive back to the Vancouver Island area for the winters. But I will start traveling to the US when I'm sick and tired of traveling back to one side of Canada. Does that make sense? So like once I get tired of driving back to Vancouver, maybe when my daughter finishes school and then when she's 18, I can bounce out of here. And then she can come, she'll be busy at that time with a job and stuff. So maybe during that time is when I don't have to come back to Vancouver for the winter. During those times are when I might be on the East Coast and then go south for the winter and then back to the East Coast. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm enjoying this little process I have going on out here. My gosh. It's a lot calmer in here now that we've have this for subscribers only. I kind of like it. Heat wave in Ontario. So that's why if I do come to Ontario, I'm going to definitely hold up before I go any farther. Cruzy wants back in the van. See that I'm his ramp. Me. I do all the work. Oh, you got the dog barking again. Oh, it's going to kill my back. Hey, buddy. Ooh. Now that my van's bigger, it's a lot harder to get up inside. Okay. Here I come, Cruzy. Hey, come live stream with me, buddy. What do you say? Hey, what do you answer the next question? Okay, Cruzy, since you're not going to answer the questions, I'm going to do it. Carol's like, I do the same with my dog, but he's only 9 pounds. Cruz is about 70 pounds. He's a heavy bugger. Guys, I don't need a drink, man. I'm brain dead today. Oh my gosh. All right. Ugh. You guys are seriously, that's my setup. My poo bucket between my legs and you guys. Is Chrome my real name? Pull out some ID here. Let me double check now that I'm getting a little older. I am forgetful. Is Chrome my real name? Cruz, is that your real name? Let's cover all the good stuff. ID. Cruz is like, dude, there's not food. It's not food. It's not, buddy. Chad and Trish's, thank you. So am I working out? Jeffy Bear. No. What's up, Jeffy? How you doing, buddy? People were just asking about you. They're asking questions to me about you like I'm your gatekeeper. I'm Jeffy Bear's gatekeeper. Yeah, Stacy. So that's not my birth name. The one my parents gave me or my mom gave me, I didn't like it. So like a mountain of years ago, I changed it to Chrome. I just didn't like it. I figured if people can identify as another gender, I can identify as Chrome. So we ended up changing it. Chrome was actually my DJ name for years. And everybody just called me that, so I changed it to that. I just seen the word dead fish. So Cruzy hasn't had any of those dead fish treats lately. Why? Because the bag of treats smells bad. As much as you love them, they smell bad. Let me see your eyeball. Give me. Let me see your eyeball. You have gunk in it. I see that. Question about my time on my hand. This is the time of my last dog's death. My last bulldog I had, the one I started my van life with, go back and watch my earlier videos, is Disco. He died at 2:35 a.m. That is my reminder on my hand every day when I'm driving, because that's my driving hand. That time is precious to make use of everything. Don't let a moment pass where you don't love everything around you and live life to the fullest. That right there, my friends, is my reminder. My name was not Elliot. You should come to the RTR this January in Arizona. I have no interest in going to go to the RTR. They go park beside it. So technically they're going to their own event out there. But yeah, I have no interest in the RTR. And like not at this point anyway. I'm pretty sure one day I might flip the switch and go down there, but not quite yet. Loza Hips. Thank you. I appreciate that. Angry Baba. Thank you. Appreciate it. Chrome needs fish. Chromie, somebody gave me $20 Canadian to buy you some fish. He's like, yeah, well, go give me them fish, Dad. He's so freaking adorable. Hey? I have to wake up to that ugly mug every day. Somebody says I'm buffering, and someone just said he's not buffering. Go out and come back in. So yeah, sometimes when you get, you started with that fish. What? I'm just talking to the computer. There's no need to be jealous, bro. Are we good? Can I go back and keep talking to them? Are we good? We don't got no beef or nothing? Just yelling at me. Yeah, he's been... What's up, Spaz Case? Here, let me take that. Chew on that for a bit. Put that in your mouth and chew on that. There you go. There you go, buddy. Are we good? He is definitely such a character, that is for sure. You know, guys, you know, like if connections are iffy, it could be mine. I'm on a cell phone connection and I am way out beside a little town that only has 40 people. According to Google, it has 40 people. Oh. Yeah, my cell phone's bouncing in and out too as well. Why don't I buy a Class C van? Because I don't want a motorhome. I have no need for a Class C motorhome. They are not this. You know what I mean? When you're buying this is just my opinion because I'm a van lifer. Not to say people in a Class C van don't do van life, but they're also buying an RV built vehicle. And RVs are usually normally built out for weekenders. You know what I mean? So everything is already pre-done in there in places, and I know so many people buy them and they're like, I don't like the cupboard there, I don't like that there, they don't like how cheaply they're made and how they fall apart and all these other little things. So not unless you're buying, I even know someone who just bought a brand new Class C Travato Mercedes or whatever the heck it was, and they've had nothing but problems with it. So RV manufacturers a lot of times are just busting these things out and sending them out the door. So you get that. You know, I don't own one because I don't like the look of them. And for two, they're not good enough for all the trail riding that I do. You know, I wouldn't trust the build work in there to be rocking down backcountry roads. And I like the idea of being able to build my own home, to be able to buy an empty van and build it all myself. It'd be a little different if you bought like a Class C van, you gutted it all out and then rebuilt up, sure. But a lot of people aren't going to go through the time and energy it takes to gut out a Class C. I know people that have done it. It's just a ton of work because you got to deal with, there's already tanks and plumbing and bathroom and pre-done electrical inside those things. So to gut them is like buying an ambulance and trying to gut the ambulance. Van Vita Travels knows about that. I have an ambulance, so, you know, thankfully it was gutted before I got it. Doing that stuff is a different thing. I mean, if you're into something, if you're into buying something pre-built, hey, Class C motorhomes are great. Class C is bigger. Hold on a second. A Class B is a van. A Class C is a freaking home. Oh, yeah, that's right. See, I don't do the RV thing, so I'm not hip with that. So Class B is the van, like a little bit of a wider version of this thing, and you can stand in it. A Class C is a legitimate big boxy motorhome. Heck no. So that changes my answer. Why don't I buy a Class C? Because they're way too big. Bonkers big. So I have a little story about a Class C. So our friend Jeffy Bear that you know you've seen on my channel before, Jeffy Bear used to have a Class C motorhome, and he needed to go to doctor's appointments all the time and go to the hospital and stuff for things he needed for medical stuff. And the Class C motorhome, you can't park anywhere in a big city. You can't at all in any major city park that thing within city limits because you break all parking lot bylaws. It's too wide, too tall, too long. So Jeff used to have to park on the other side of town, catch a bus all the way into town to go to his appointments and catch the bus back to his RV, when if you just bought a van, you could park it anywhere. So there's a damn good answer on why a Class C motorhome can be a giant pain in your butt. If you're just going to squat in the desert, someone said this to me the other day, Squatterville, Arizona. Sure, different story. But if you plan on being in and out of towns, you're going to run into problems with a larger rig. See, Jeffy Bear just piped in. He said he's right. It's big, cumbersome. And it all depends on the type of van life you want. If you just want to park on the side of a street, do some general campground camping, great. But if you plan on doing any street side city parking, heck no. You plan on going down, I guess I shouldn't say that, because Jeffy Bear used to shove his thing down backcountry roads all the time. They're big. There's a difference between RV life and van life. I'm all about the van life. I feel some warm on my butt. Look at that, the LED light on. My other things felt warm. Does that change anything? Not really. How about a Sprinter type van? I've no interest on buying a high top van. It's just, I don't know. See, like, the reason why is I don't see those rigs in the backcountry. I don't see your all-wheel drive Sprinters out here. Your all-wheel drive Transits, I don't see them out here. The 4x4 Sprinters, I don't see those out here either. I never run into those rigs in the backcountry. I run into lots of Chevy Express vans and the Ford Econoline like this one, but I've never ran into the pretty rig. I think it's a lot of people that own them don't like to beat the crap out of them because they paid, by the time it's built out, over 100, 150K, depending on, if they took it to a pro or built it themselves. But that's a $100,000 rig. Me, myself, this is a $6,500 van. Well, about 10 grand by the time I paid the interest. It's a $10,000 van that I've turned into this. I don't give a crap if I beat it up. It's rusty. I repair the rust. Things get banged up. I pull the dent out and put it over, and off we go again. But that's the difference, though, is that I drive a rig that I'm okay with beating the crap out of. I'm okay with shoving it down, letting the tree branches scrape all over it. I'm okay with that. I don't think I would be as okay if I owned something that pretty. When you buy a $100,000 van, you end up like getting scared when that branch falls on your roof. You're like, ooh, me, I'm like, whatever. Yeah, guys, I'm a very big advocate for van life, and I'm a big advocate right now for a low roof van. So many people always say, well, it's a low roof. I freaking love this thing because it's small, compact for a full-size van compared to other ones. It gets me everywhere I want to go. And it doesn't have the extra height, so it's not extra rocky. Yeah, it's great. Michael says, watch 4x4 off-road reviews, pretty capable. I agree. Those Sprinters are hella capable. Just happens to be those Sprinter owners don't beat the shit out of them. I don't blame them. I'm still yet to find one out here. Never in 4 years. Actually, I lied. I 100% just lied to you. I was with Jeffy Bear, Joseph, and Emmy, and there was a gray 4x4 Sprinter in front of us that was going so slow. Little potholes were coming. He was like, doom, doom. Like 10 kilometers an hour. We were all backed up behind him. We're like, what are you doing, buddy? Even Joseph in his caravan would have been a little bit more aggressive in there. And the guy ended up turning around on a road that was just a little bumpy. So, and I went down to check for campsites down a side road. So I went whipping down the side road when this guy turned around to come back. And I'm like splashing through there, coming boom, 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 coming through, mud's flat everywhere. Joseph and Emmy and them were on the road. I just went down there to see if there was any camp spots. I came back out, and this Sprinter guy is just like scared. Yeah. No pretty van. I think they look great, though. Oh, the puppy's trying to come over here to visit. Look at. You guys see him? The puppy's over there on the other side of the river. I don't know if the camera's pointing at him or not. I think he's trying to come over to visit. Oh, sweet. Was the camera even pointing at him? Have I seen any DJ van lifers with a turntable set up? No, I haven't. That dog is legitimately trying to get over here. Hold on, guys. I'm vlogging today, so I gotta. Oh my gosh, he is too. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I gotta film this. Right across from us over here is a house that I thought was abandoned until I seen smoke come out of it. And now his dog is coming over here trying to come visit us. Full sending it across the little river here. He's coming over to say hi. Legitimately. Oh my gosh. It's really happening. Sorry, guys. I gotta vlog this. Is he going back? I think he wants to come over and see Cruz. He's just standing right there in the middle of the river. Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm live streaming out here right now from way out here in the bush. Say what's up, guys. And he's trying to come visit us. Oh, he's turning around. Can you guys even see him? He's right there. He's unsure if he's coming or if he's leaving. Cruzy, you making friends, buddy? Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys, I gotta go film this. Ready? Hey, you stay here, Cruz. Hey. Come on over. Cruz, you can't go over there, buddy. Look at these two lovebirds. Hey. And the neighbor guy over there. Really good. He's coming over. You guys see that? Well, he's coming too. Is the camera on there? There you go. Oh, he's coming part way and turning back around. You guys making friends or what? Is that what's going on? Are you making friends, Crazy? It's gotta be cold on his feet. You just stand there in the middle of the little river there. Is that cold? Let's hope he's friendly. Fingers crossed. You guys did good. High five. Cruz has a tendency of being a little bit like fast with other dogs. Is he making friends over there? Hey, buddy. Good back, Cruz. Hi, buddy. It's all fun and games, so Cruz tries to hump the dog. Hi. Well, looks like we got a new dog, buddy. Looks like we make friends, huh, Cruz? I can't believe that little dog went across that river. He lives right there in that little cabin right there. Crazy. Hey, you guys are like literally watching my life unfold live. This, my friends, as soon as Elon Musk comes up with like satellite internet, we can do this every day. Just like let the cameras go, but it'll probably be a better connection than this one. Hi, buddy. Cruzzy, no, easy on the legs, okay? Sorry, guys. I'll let you guys in on this. Hi, buddy. Hi, Bob. Surprised the dog's owner hasn't come out looking for him. If we don't hump him, buddy, that won't go well. Trust me, bro. Hi, buddy. Yeah, the guy hasn't even come by yet. The guy that lives over there in the cabin doesn't have this problem when the river's higher. I'm pretty sure the dog would be like, heck no. But the river's really, really low over here right now. Sorry. I gotta work. It's insane out here that Cruzzy's making friends way the heck out here. Like down that way about 15 minutes is a town with like 40 residents. That's it. In a lost cabin way out here. And Cruzzy's making friends out here in the wild. Maybe all fun and games until Cruz tries to humble. That's when the fighting's gonna begin. So how do YouTube? We're still live streaming this. All right. Sorry, guys. Oh, see, someone says bye, Jeffy Bear. See you later, Jeffy. You'd be good, Cruz. Yes, you guys are really seeing me work live. I'm vlogging my day today, so those are moments that I don't want to skip out on in the video. So that was cool that the dog just comes across like that. I'm just trying to make sure that Cruz doesn't run too much because he still has his leg is still iffy. You good, Cruz? I think his owner's calling him. I think I can hear. Yeah, he's looking for his dog. I can hear the guy in the house over there. He just opened the door. You're gonna get in trouble, buddy. He's over here. Here comes the owner. He's over here. Hey, there's it. Leave. We're making friends. Hey, you gotta let him go. That's pretty funny. You see the guy over there? He's like, hold on, we gotta get this on video. Owner of the house just came out, and I think he's walking down there to the little shallow spot. He's over there going, what do you do? Camera, I'm guessing that's where he's going to come out at. Over there. It's just my guess. He's like just having a blast over there. He's having a good old time. Super friendly though, which is cool. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm live streaming, right? And making a video at the same time. So I think when Elon Musk comes out with that mobile satellite I know he's got the bigger for homes, but when he comes up with a smaller one for mobile rigs, I am jumping on that the second I hear about it. Or if you guys hear about it first, make sure you let me know. The second you hear it going mobile, I want it like right away. So if you guys catch wind before I do, please let me know. That stationary dish is just too big for mobile use. I don't think that guy's coming to get his dog. But yeah, I definitely I think it'd be kind of cool to just run the camera while I'm down the backcountry roads and literally take you guys live with me on like one day a week. You know how rad it would be to have 100% live day where we could like live stream for like 5 hours or something like that in the morning, where you guys could watch real van life unfold in real time. I think that may be kind of fun. Especially days like today, because today has been action-packed all day. From our drive over here to all the stuff we've seen. I went through a campground over here that has places for you to like wrangle up your horses, if that's the word or whatever that word is. But yeah, it was weird. I get to this campground at the end. I'm like, what the hell? There's like horse rings and stuff, and you can actually reserve the campsite. It's a camp spot with your own little place to put bales of hay and stuff like that. Was the coolest thing I ever seen. But a day like today would be super fun to just live stream the whole thing. That's cool that you guys would watch that. I love that. Because I think as time moves on, things are going to change, you know? Let me go check on the dog. Oh, he's good. My phone's dying. Cruz. Stay here, Cruzy. I don't know where the owner of the dog went. He started walking up that way, and I'm a little confused now. What river is this? Good question. I honestly don't know what river that is. And I am no longer in British Columbia. We are in Alberta. You guys are a little bit behind. I literally, when I left the island, I just like full sent it. I'm like, boom, sleep, boom, sleep, boom. That's all I did for multiple days was drive and sleep. Oh, looks like the puppy's going back. Here I am wondering why the puppy is walking back home. So I went around the back of the van to look and see where Cruz was. Okay. I was wondering why the dog was starting to walk back across the river. Mr. Cruz, he tapped out. He just went to bed. He's like, peace out. Oh my gosh, our dog is hilarious. Funny boy, funny boy. Okay. I need to go check on Cruz's leg, guys. 1 sec, okay? I was a little worried how the dog went all the way across. I was a little worried when I seen Cruz lying down. I'm like, because if he hurt his leg, that's what he would have done, is lie down. He's doing good. That's the most play time I've ever let Cruz have since he hurt his leg. Sorry, guys. I was just looking to see if that guy was, because there's a crane bridge back there. Seeing if he was, the owner guy was walking over this way. If he does, he's going to walk over here. Like, where's my dog? I'm like, he's back over there now. That'd be so funny. Anyway, guys. I kind of like this right now, being able to like, it's like having a break from talking, you know, because live streams are incredibly taxing on the body to be talking for like an hour or 2 hours or sometimes 3 hours straight. It's a lot. So having this break was kind of nice. Do I work remotely? Yes, I do work remotely. What do I do for work? You're watching it. I make my money from producing the YouTube videos that you guys watch. That's my only stream of revenue. So when people give me super chats, that all keeps the gas tank full and keeps us moving. We make money from YouTube ad revenue. We also sell t-shirts and stickers. Sometimes those sales can be really crappy, sometimes really good. So it's very unpredictable. So is YouTube. Then we have YouTube memberships and Patreon. So piling them all up together, we're doing quite well. But like everything on YouTube, you don't know what next month is going to bring. So you just, you try to save what you can, because you just fingers crossed the next month is another good one or a better one. Would I ever consider selling video editing tutorials? No, because I have no interest in making those videos. There's a bazillion videos on YouTube to learn how to edit that are absolutely free. And just about any editing software that you want to learn how to use, YouTube has a video for it. Somebody's made a video out there for whatever you guys need, without a doubt. Inart.net, is that what that says? Inart, thanks for the super chat, by the way. And if I missed any more super chats, let me scroll back through here while I was doing my thing. No, not that I've seen anyway. How long did it take for your channel to get monetized? A couple of months. I got lucky. I had a video that just grabbed traction from like 20 videos in or whatever it was. And that was the video that grew my channel. YouTube, I don't think really is a recipe. You just got to be consistent, keep making content you love, and don't make content for the money. Make content because you love to make content. And it's like anything else in life. When you pour your heart and dedicate everything to something you love, sooner or later, that thing you love will earn you income. Truth. If it's on a monetizable, you know what I mean? Like YouTube. You just keep making videos because you want to. And sooner or later, they'll grab traction. And if they don't grab traction, maybe you weren't cut out for YouTube. It's the easiest way to put it. Sometimes people just, I have friends that are busting out videos, and people I met in my early van life that have been making videos since the beginning, and their channels have never grabbed traction. Sometimes it works or it doesn't. I can't find a river called Revenue Canada. There's no river called Revenue in Canada. That's Revenue Canada is our tax people. I can't find a river called did I say a river's called Revenue? I don't know what the name of this river is. I have no clue. Yeah, so if anybody has questions, everything I have inside of my van, or close to everything, those things aren't 100% up to date, is on our website at vancityvanlife.ca. I have a list of everything, and it's all broken up. So if you want to know what's in my kitchen, it's marked under kitchen. And it's all broken up. My solar and batteries all in one section and everything. So if you guys want to see everything that's gone into mine, minus a few new things that haven't been added to that list yet, is all there. vancityvanlife.ca. Sorry, guys, I'm reading some stuff here and I don't understand. You guys are talking to each other. It's probably because I'm not answering you. Sorry. Let's Talk Real TM. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Great power. Thanks for the super chat and the good words. I appreciate that. So I said this earlier. This is switched to subscribers only can talk. So if you're not subscribed yet, a little click of the button, guys. Shannon says, what the hell? I was not able to chat until just now. So I have it set up as you can't chat unless you're a subscriber, and it takes you a minute after hitting subscribe before YouTube lets you make a comment. I did that just to make these a little bit better. And it's true. Like, now that I've made this for subscribers only on this stream, it's made the questions and stuff very good. A lot less of the little, I don't know, BS stuff that we have to deal with. Because on my side, I see all the comments that YouTube blocks for BS. And here, I haven't seen one yet on this live stream. And we've been live streaming for 110 minutes. Is that 110 minutes or an hour and 10 minutes? An hour and 10 minutes. Revenue stream. We were talking about money that I make. The whole conversation we were talking about money, how I earn my living. And I said revenue streams. My streams of revenue, not revenue stream. If that was revenue stream, I would be loading buckets load of that revenue. Because, come on. A revenue stream, how awesome is that about? You just bucket loads of money right out of the stream. Lisa Marie, thank you. What's my favorite scary movie? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember the last time I purposely watched a scary movie. Has a drawer of tequila if you make it this way. Hold on. He's back sleeping behind the tire. Oh. Yeah, YouTube's been really good lately, though. We've had a lot of months on YouTube where we've barely made anything in the past, and then you get months where you make really good money. So the YouTube ad revenue is really unpredictable. There was a spike during a part of the pandemic where we made really good money and allowed me to put some money in the bank, which has been beautiful. But it's been on the decline. Like, we've been averaging about 3.5 million views a month for a long time. Now we're down to barely even 2 million views a month. I think last month we did 2.1 million views, which is a ton of views, but it was down like 1.5 million views. You know, just YouTube fluctuates. It's been like that since the beginning. You get spikes, you get lulls. So you got to save on the spike and just tread water on the lulls. And all new channels will understand that. Like, they'll be like, oh, look, I made $1,000. And then next month they make $5. That's what it was like for me at the beginning for the longest time. Like, we'd make $500, and then the next month we'd make $27. And then we'd make $1,000. I was like, oh, here we go. And then down to like 250. It's like, it was so unpredictable. That's where Patreon at the beginning was our lifesaver. It still is our lifesaver. Patreon and now YouTube memberships, which is a really small community we have on there. Most people seem to join Patreon. Yeah, Shannon. Yeah, YouTube. That's why you always hear a lot of YouTubers talk about Patreon and stuff, because of the unpredictability. Now that my channel has gotten a little bit larger, I don't really have that. I mean, the unpredictability is still there, but I don't stress and worry about it. Like, I know next month, if it's going to be a really low month, I've set myself up to be okay. So, but at the beginning, when I was not prepared for anything, is a different story. Over the last 4 years of living in this thing, not paying rent and saving all the money that I have, it's put us in a little bit of a better place. How did I like this question, Jason. How did I get over the fear of the unknown when I started spending more extended time in the back element? So in the backcountry. So the very first night, even sleeping in the van in a town you don't know or in a different area that's not normal, there's always that level of kind of uncertainty. You know what I mean? And it was the same thing sleeping in the backcountry for the first time. You have that moment of like, I don't know how I feel about this. But if you really think of it, you're way out there. You haven't seen anybody all day. You haven't seen a cabin or anything around you. There's one across the street here. But, you know, when you're out there, sometimes you don't see anything for a long time. And like, it's just you out there. When you're inside your van, well, you've got, for one, an easy route out. I keep my keys beside my bed, so if something happens, bang them in the front seat, start it, and we are out of there within seconds of a problem if it ever were to happen. And I'm also driving a vehicle, which is a great battering ram for whatever's in front of me. But that uncertainty you feel, I think, is normal for everybody. And it's just a matter of what you do with that uncertainty. You can sit there and just let it fester and make it bad, or you can be in that situation and make it positive, realizing, okay, I'm uneasy tonight. It's quiet. Let's watch a movie. You had no problems. You slept okay, a little bit up and down because you were uneasy about it. But you got up in the morning, you opened up your doors, and it was freaking epic out there. And you realize, I didn't see anybody. I didn't hear anything. It's okay. So you have 1, 2, 3 nights like that. Before you know it, I would rather be in the middle of a dark bush than in a downtown busy city. I don't care. I'll sleep either place. No matter to me. But you soon get over that. But just know when you guys move into your van, that uncertain feeling is going to be there no matter where you sleep. So my big tip is if you are moving into a van, start sleeping all sorts of places. Don't get into one MO. What does MO mean? I always hear that. So is that your MO? So just don't be into the routine where you do the same. So if you're always the one that sleeps at Walmart, anytime you ever have to sleep outside of Walmart, it's going to be very uneasy. Or if you're the kind of person that likes to sleep behind a 24-hour corner store, the second you don't, it's going to be uneasy. So my suggestion is sleep all over the place. Like, I slept in front of apartment buildings. That was my MO at the beginning of my van life, was in front of apartment buildings. Great big high-rise buildings or big 6-story or 4-story shorter ones. I pull right up out front because there's so much traffic out there. I pull up, go to bed, get up, leave, no problem. I don't do it now because now I prefer to be out here. But that's the thing. I think at the beginning you have to just diversify your sleeping until your mind feels comfortable everywhere. People ask me all the time, how do you find places to sleep? I'm like, I literally pull over. Literally. That's it. I pull over. I go to bed, night, get up in the morning, and I bounce. I never stick around. And if I'm in a town or a city, I never make food. I never open my doors like this in the place that I'm going to call home when I'm in a town, like on a city street. I pull up, draw my curtains, peace out. And I climb from the front to the back. I don't walk around. But that's just my little thing that I do. But you have to diversify those feelings until those feelings all become cool. Does that make sense? Andreas, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. MO, method of operating. Thank you. I learned so much from you guys. Method of operating, that would make sense. Yeah. So, yeah, just don't get stuck doing the same MO, because things are going to happen in your van life where you've got to diversify. You're going to be in a different town, or maybe you stay in the same town for the first couple of years of your van life because you have a stationary job there. So you're just living in your van in that same area in your couple of spots that you're comfortable with. The second you travel, you're in a different spot every single night because the places that you're normally used to in your town, you might get to the new town going, I got this. I'll go to the same kind of area. You'll get there and be like, oh, you can't do that in this town, in that area that I was doing in the other one. Like just say in front of a park or hospitals or something. Every town is different. But I sleep good in every town I go to. Like last night, I slept in the parking lot of a grocery store. There was a big sign out front that said, overnight parking, welcome. Come on in, enjoy your stay. And it said free Wi-Fi and clean showers inside if you guys want to come in. That was super welcoming. Anybody from the area that I'm in will know exactly where I am the second they'll be like, I've seen that sign before. Because that's the first time I've ever seen that sign at any grocery store anywhere on my travels. Do I still do DJ work? No. And I'm glad I don't, because all my friends that were DJs, it all stopped because of the pandemic. And even now, I don't think the nightclubs here are back to regular clubs. I think the clubs are allowed to be open, but I don't think the dance floors are allowed to be open yet. Which, well, what's the point? Because the best part about being a DJ was the overstuffed rooms. because that's what DJing for a party is you want to stuff as many people as you can in that room. So when that room says capacity is 300, you want to pack 400 in there with the other 100 out the door waiting to come in. Now I don't know what they're doing out there. Hold on, I'm gonna find my Cruzy. Come on, let's go. Cruzy wandered off to go take a pee. E, thank you so much for the super chat. Mosh pits in the 90s. Yeah, now I pack hundreds and hundreds in my van. You're right. Now I pack 100. Well, I pack approximately 50,000 in my van every day. Every time I upload, that's been our average views lately, has been around 50,000. That's 50,000 people in my van every day. That is a lot of people that show up to watch me. It is insane to me. Like, it's so, I couldn't explain the feeling. I couldn't, like how I look at it, because on YouTube, it's very easy to start looking at this as numbers. That's why I don't really kind of like hyper focused on analytics and stuff. I just like to make videos and share me. But sometimes when you look at a video, I'm like, well, that got less views than yesterday. But if I look at it, I'm like, it got 35,000 views, which is lower than my normal. But when I look at it, I'm like, that 30,000 people would pack the big concert arena in Vancouver, which is Rogers Place or GM Place or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called out there. Rogers Arena. But what would show up on a 30,000 viewed video or 35,000 viewed video would pack that whole arena for a concert 2 times in one day. Lady Gaga, you ain't got nothing on me. But that's how I look at it. Like because there's sometimes you look at a number, you're like, oh, why'd that video not do so well? And then you got to go, that just packed 2 full arenas in Vancouver. That's insane. AC/DC comes one night, packs the arena out. Metallica will be there day 2, packs the arena out. That many people show up to one of my videos on a bad day. It is so insane when you look at the numbers on YouTube as real people. That's why I always share things emotionally with you guys, because it's not numbers. It's you guys are real people. I consider you guys my friends in my life every day. A crowded van is better than an empty castle. That's so well said. Have I ever had a bear visit my camp? Said, oh yeah, absolutely. We run into bears all the time. Bears are normal for us out here. This is just a part of our thing. They leave you alone. And that's the truth. The only time you're going to ever have a problem with a bear is if the bear is in town. When the bears have come down from the backcountry and they're roaming through town, you got a problem. You got a hungry bear that just needs something. So it's down here because it needs food. It's rummaging through garbage cans or whatever else it needs. You're dealing with a different situation. When you're out there in the backcountry, the bear is more scared of seeing you than you are of it seeing that, for the most part. And a lot of times the bear will come out, and I've been around when I'm like, oh shit, my camera. Do I bolt and grab my camera? But you get there and the bear usually pops out. It's like, oh, my bad. Sorry. And off it goes. Like when I was a mountain biker, we used to ride up in the Whistler Mountain Bike Park, and you'd be whipping down the trail. You'd have to hit your brakes because there's a bear right there on the mountain bike trail going down. They're all over the place. Those dangerous bear encounters are pretty rare. I mean, they do happen for sure. But you got to realize that, what prone it to happen. Like, I wouldn't want to be walking in a nature trail close to a town and run into a bear. I wouldn't. Way out here, I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're in their own little area doing their own thing. But I see this question come up a lot on my channel. I think a lot of people don't have bears in their areas like we have out here. Yeah, and in BC and even out here in Alberta, it's just a thing. They're everywhere. I ran into lots of animals driving up here today. It was pretty cool. Chrome, is that fire near me? Oh, heck no. Those fires are way long past us, long behind us. Yeah, that's the first thing I did when I left Vancouver was I got the heck out of the fire zones. Big man in a van, thanks for the super chat. Catherine, thank you so much for that. Noreen, I appreciate that too as well. How about Sasquatch? Yeah, I had breakfast with him today. I've never seen Sasquatch. Ugh. I can see you, D. I'm waving back at you. Shannon, thanks for that. Chrome has a perfect character for videos. Appreciate that. Because I produced a 2-year-long radio show for a while. I was in like 2016. And I always said I had a face for radio. Or a face for a dark nightclub up in the DJ booth where nobody can see me. Oh, Carla, I appreciate that. Watching me for 4 years. I love that. I've been meeting so many people on my travels out here. And they will just share the kindest words. You know, and it's cool to meet you guys in person because I see you here. I see your comments on my live streams and we have this interaction, but there's nothing cooler than actually having a real conversation and shaking your hand and giving you a hug than meeting you guys in real life and hearing what you guys say in writing in person. I'm not much of a reader. I don't like to read. I've never been a reading kind of person. So reading comments sometimes, I don't get the impact from it. That is probably put into the typed message on your side. But I definitely feel it when I meet you guys in person. And I love it. I appreciate all of you. Heck, man, I'd be working a day job if it wasn't for you guys right now. We wouldn't be out here like, look, man. We're making money right now, making this live stream. Way the heck out here. Oh, look how cute he is. What? You want a treat? I'll get you a treat. Hold on, Cruzy. You've been a good boy. You've been a good boy for me. Yeah? He's out. He's going to be mad, though, eating that treat out here on the rocks when he finds out these pieces are going down around the big rocks and he's losing half of it. He's going to be pretty pissy. All right, guys, my bucket Huron's moving around. I love that. When people tell me when I say things on here like treats, that their dogs like perk up right away. Car ride. Anybody's dogs. My dog doesn't freak out when I say car ride, but he freaks out when someone opens up the door to their house. So I think for Cruz, going into a house is like going into a car ride for an average dog that's living in a sticks and bricks. Why don't I strip my van out and use the ambulance? Because this stuff would not fit in the ambulance. Remember, the ambulance is taller, which means everything in here would be an awkward size in the ambulance. And this is all custom fit to fit the walls inside of this van. It would be a lot of work. And I wouldn't want to disassemble this van because this van's a damn rock star. It has been mechanically sound. knock on anything wood. I'm pretty sure there's wood in there. It's been a rock star. And I would have no need at all to change things up for, no. No, this van is perfect the way it is. And I don't know if I'm going to move into the ambulance. I bought the ambulance for a project to keep me busy during the winter months, because I'm back on Vancouver Island for the winters. I thought that might be a great way to occupy my time, have some footage and stuff like that, because when I'm back in Vancouver, I find I lose the motivation to film, because I film there every winter. So I lose that excitement. So right now, when these videos start coming out, you guys are going to start seeing how stoked I am out here for doing this stuff on the road. Like, I am literally in my element out here. I'm in brand new places every day, inspired to pick my camera up and do things, where I lose that spark when I'm back in Vancouver for the winter. That's why the ambulance was there. So then maybe, just maybe, we can work on that and keep my mind busy in the shop doing projects and slowly getting that thing put together piece by piece. That was all it was. And I think maybe if I do enjoy that this winter, that may be my new cycle. Maybe I'll travel all summer long, hunker down in the winter in a shop somewhere, whether I find a little spot of my own to work on my own stuff, or it's at J5, or it's at Overland Interiors, or Ray Outfitted, wherever it is. I think I might take my winters and just work on the ambulance or whatever. I think it might be fun content for the channel to just work on some other projects and then travel on my own. Cruzy's puppy's back. I think you heard me say the word treats. Cruz just looked over his shoulder and said, yeah, I don't care. I'm eating a treat. Ooh, drag me down to Mexico for the winter. Touristy to Canada. You might have me one on that one. That'd be pretty fun, actually. Mexico for a winter. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Chrome, please shout Bonnie. I'm pretty sure if I yelled Bonnie out loud right now, the guy across the way would be like, what? There's a guy living in there. Where do you go for the winter? Back to Vancouver and Vancouver Island. On the west coast of BC is the warmest area in Canada for the winters. It's pretty great out there. I like it because we can still travel in the backcountry. We can still explore all over the place and do all our little fun travels, in the bush and stuff like that, all winter long. And it's fun because there's nobody out there. Most of those backcountry roads are all to myself, which is great. Except for this year, I think Sharing the Wild and the Cat Lady van, I think they're going to spend their winters in Vancouver Island too. So I don't know what I'm going to do, because I don't know if I want all three of us out there filming on the island all winter. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Have I ever been to Nova Scotia? Yeah. If you go back on my channel, 2 years ago, I did a coast-to-coast Canada trip. I went all the way out, did Nova Scotia, Cape Breton, went around the Cabot Trail. Is that how you pronounce it? The Cabot? Whatever. Yeah, I've been to Nova Scotia. My favorite part about that trip, I had two places out there that were my favorite. I fell in love with New Brunswick around the St. Martin's area, all those around the Bay of Fundy. Loved it. And big fan of Quebec. Quebec was a really big one. What's warm? -2? An average Vancouver winter day is about +8 during the day to 0 degrees Celsius at night. We're talking Celsius, not Fahrenheit. So +8 is about an average winter day during the day. So like usually it'll get cold for the night. But yeah, sometimes it'll be 8 to 10. Oh, I was just told my connection is unstable. Are we still good? Are we okay? Sorry, guys. Things telling me it's unstable. Let me check my connection. Are we good? A little glitchy, but okay. Dropped out for a bit, but now okay. Yeah, mine's telling me we got like full bars on an LTE. All 5. Is there 5 bars? 1, 2. Can't see if there's 4 or 5 bars. Are you by Edmonton? I am definitely close to Edmonton. I am not by Edmonton though. But yeah, Edmonton's the next biggest city to where I am currently. Why don't I spend a little winter in the States? Because right now I've been enjoying my Canada routine. One day, guys, one day. Like I'm hoping to be in van life for the long haul. Like I don't see van life being short term for me. So I have my whole life to travel. What brand of flannels do I wear? I've been trying to get these guys to sponsor me. Dixon. If you're watching, Dixon, you need to sponsor this channel. Dixon Flannels. These things are so good. I've been wanting these guys to sponsor me. So, hey, yo, Dixon, if you're watching, you know, my channel knows. Always rocking the Dixon. Why I like the Dixons is because I wear glasses. Weird to say that, but here's why. You know, people grab their glasses and go like this all the time to clean their lenses. Well, this is what Dixon did. Ready? Bam! They have that glasses material, that nice soft material that you're supposed to use to clean your glasses, sewn right into the bottom of their flannels. Oh, this, my friends, is a total game changer because then it doesn't scratch your glasses. It's nice and soft. Smart thinking. Cruzy, you play nice with him or you're going to go in the van, buddy. Sorry, guys. Mr. Cruzy's jumping around over there. I don't want him to hurt himself. You guys be good. I'm just worried about Cruz's leg. At least they're getting along a lot better now. This is good. Look at them. They're best friends. He's such a sweet boy. Cruz has got a good life out here, man. I really enjoy being on the road. There's something just inspiring about. Are we still there? Mine just says it keeps disconnecting. Are we losing you guys? Usually I know when we're disconnected is when you guys start typing it, but I keep getting the thing popping up on my end saying, unstable stream, unstable. Do I think Danica may follow my footsteps? I'm not sure. She wants to live in a van. I am not going to discourage it. Go do what she wants to do. I mean, I will support that kid no matter what she wants to do. I'll never support her financially because I never had that luxury when I was a kid. But I will support her on any journey she decides to go on. And if I can help to give her a little bump or a push somehow, I 100% would. Imagine if my daughter started a van life YouTube channel. Are you kidding me? She would have an instant audience. No, Danica's just started grade 8. She's just started high school. She's a long way from college. I don't think she's the college type kid anyway. I'm not a big fan of school. I don't think college is really necessary unless you want to be something that requires a degree like a doctor or a lawyer. I'd like to see her be a business owner of some kind or content creator, or I don't know, just follow whatever she wants creatively. Kelly, thank you so much for that. Treats for Cruzy. I missed some more super chats here. What's that? Oh, I'm wearing the wrong glasses. No wonder I'm having a hard time here. Kara, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate that. If I pronounced that right, Kara. Oliver, thank you. Does Cruz still have his spaz attacks before bed? Every freaking night. The guy's a maniac. Cruz is the most chaotic dog I've ever owned. Kelly, thanks for the super chat. Hey, Chrome. Would love to meet you someday. You and Steve Wallace are my favorites. Been watching you guys for a year. I met a subscriber the other day that said Steve Wallace isn't far from where I am right now. I guess they said they ran into him about a half an hour from where I am currently. Well, this morning. So I guess probably an hour and a half from where I am now. Cruz? All right. I'm going to chain the dog up. I don't trust his leg. Someone just asked me where Cruz is. He must have just popped in. Cruz is playing with the dog that walked. The dog walked across that river. The dog's from that cabin that's over there. The dog walked across the river. But I don't want Cruz to hurt his leg. Maybe this little dog will come see you guys. You want to come say hi to YouTube? Hey, buddy. Want to come hi to YouTube? Say hi to everybody. He's being a snob. I don't know what the dog's name is, but they're a little friend from the cabin across the way. Yeah, I put Cruzy back on his leash. It's all I need is to have Cruz play a little bit too hard. I'm still been kind of pampering him a little bit. It's better to be safe than sorry. Hold on, I got to film this guy. Welcome to hi. No. You cool, guys. Dog's like, heck no. Be a little camera shy. All right. I'm digging this little live stream today out here, man. It's the very first time I have ever done a live stream. Oh, look at it. Hi, buddy. As soon as I talk to him, the dog wants nothing to do with me. Yeah, it's the first time we've ever done a live stream where I've had the ability to do it kind of out in nature a little bit. This is pretty great. I wish I ran into more little baby towns like this in the middle of the bush. Like, we drove a lot of gravel road to get where we are. There's not a paved road here. Is there a paved road in town there? I don't remember if the roads are paved in that town back there. I think we've been driving like gravel, pavement, gravel. There goes the puppy again. Where is he? Walking across the river, going home. Or not. As I chain Cruz up, the dog's like, well, since nobody's going to play with me, I might as well walk across the river and go home. Is he going or what? How's the floor mats? The floor mats are okay. Yeah, they're okay. I mean, they're there. Let's just hope they keep the water from going underneath. Daryl, thanks for money for the beer fund. I always like adding to the beer fund. I appreciate that. He's pondering with that guy. I think so. Is that river water cold? Do you live somewhere where the river water is hot? I've never touched a river that had warm water. No, that river water is very cold. I wonder, is there warm rivers in this world? I can see maybe way out in the Amazon, maybe, but no, this water is cold. A lot of the water we have out here is mostly glacier fed, like right off the top of the glaciers. So it's icy, icy cold. The Mojave Desert River water is cool, but not cold. I think parts of Canada are still in a bit of a warm climate right now. Where I am, not super cool out. What will be my next hairstyle? I've had the same hairstyle forever. Because I cut my own hair, this is what I can do. I cut my own hair all the way around the back. Is it bad? Does it look bad? I've been cutting my own hair for maybe 20 years now. Maybe more. I don't know. It's been a long time. Yeah, this is my only hairstyle. I shaved a mohawk once. I just do this because it's simple, easy, it's clean cut, it looks okay. Cruz weighs about 65 or 70 pounds. Another question about my flannels. These are ordered from Dixon, D-I-X. I'm not telling you guys, Dixon. I just about swore. Sponsor me, guys. Damn it. Dixon Flannels, D-I-X-X-O-N. I order them from the Dixon website. What ethnicity am I? That was a word I was hard to get out. I'm a mixed breed. I mix bag a whole bunch of stuff. I love that. Someone just said they cut their own hair too. Same style forever. It's the only style I'm good at. A lot of bikers wear Dixon flannels. Yeah, I think maybe that might be a thing because they have a huge line of other gear too. That is a bit more, I guess, darker and aggressive looking. So yeah, I could see that. Someone said they'd love to listen to an hour-long DJ session. I can't do that on YouTube because it breaks all copyright laws, and I don't want to lose my channel because I'm throwing up that much copyrighted content. I do have some DJ mixes, nothing current, like years ago now. Just go to my website, vancityvanlife.ca. I keep telling you, links to everything are on there, including links to my DJ mixes. That's on there too. Harriet's Happy Camper, appreciate the super chat. What's the most funniest thing Cruz did? I don't know. Cruz is quite the character. And if you guys have met, we got a new dog. Hey, are you the new dog? I didn't even know your name, buddy. He's very unsure about me. He keeps coming closer and then away, and then a little closer and then back away. I think he's going home. It looks like he's ready to full send it. And here he goes, back across the room, going home. Bye, buddy. There goes Cruz's buddy. Yeah, I don't want a doggy treat because I don't know. Like, what if the dog has an allergy? Last thing I want to do is give him a treat without the owner's permission. Will you travel to the U.S. when the rules allow? It's funny. Canada is allowing the Americans to come visit here. The Americans don't want us. Maybe we're just being too friendly. What happened to the locker? That's such a good question. So I know a lot of people have been asking me a lot. They're like, what's that locker thing you had in your rear end? I don't understand. And what happened to it? How did it break? And why did you take it out? So what the locking differential does is if I'm ever somewhere and my van gets stuck, because it's only a two-wheel drive. Two-wheel drives in a slippery situation are only a one-wheel drive. So if this tire starts to spin because it's in the muck, the tire that's sitting on the ground doesn't turn. It just, the one that's got the free movement spins. So means I'm stuck, completely stuck. So two-wheel drive doesn't technically have two wheels of drive. It's got one technical wheel of drive in those scenarios. So what a locker does is when one tire spins out, I can flip this switch and it locks both tires in for the moments that I need it. And then both tires turn, which means if I have one on solid ground, it will pull us completely out of that scenario, or at least help us way more than we could have had with only one wheel turn. And this is quite the big heavy rig. So that's what a locker does. So the locker we got was a Yukon Locker. So what it is there is inside of this big metal thing, it's all metal, and enclosed inside of there is gears. So how he explained it to me is there's a hard plastic plunger that when I click on the locker, it puts air inside of it. When the air engages the locker, and it shoves the plunger in, locks the gears in, and allows both tires to turn. Well, what happened in mine, the piece of garbage Yukon zip locker, Yukon, it's my middle finger. It's the closest I'm going to get to flipping it on my channel. I don't want to offend people, sensitive people in this world. I just want to. I want to double. There you go, Yukon, just for you. So what happened with mine is I engaged it once. It locked in, and it felt so good climbing up that super steep hill. My tires weren't turning at all. I'm like, this is going to change the game. Then it wouldn't let go. So when the guy pulled the Yukon Locker out, so what happened was when I was coming back to town, it would lock automatically out of nowhere. Like my air compressor's not even on. It would just lock. So what happens when it locks? When you have two tires turning at the same time in the back, when you try to turn your van doesn't want to turn. Your ass end wants to chirp and kind of still go straight. So you're kind of just dragging. Does that make sense? Because when you're driving normally, one tire turns at a difference. So one takes more turn than the other one when you're turning, makes turning nice and smooth. That's what the differential does naturally inside of it. But with a locker, when they're both engaged, it was having a hard time. There was times my turning radius was bad. It would just grab and then let go without my air compressor even being on, and that air activated. So I took it to John's place. John did a suction on the hose to make sure that there was no air in the line. Did a reverse suction on it, or a suction, like whatever. And it didn't disengage. So that's what we thought. Maybe there was it's holding pressure in the line or something silly. So he did. He went and had this little machine. He did a little suction on the line to make sure that the air was pulled out. Then we pulled all the hoses off, and it still stayed locked. So what happened inside of the locker was that plastic plunger that shoves the gears in broke. As soon as the guy pulled it out, he said he was banging it on the side. All these, hold on, I have them. These were supposed to go into that video, but I never made it into the video. I forgot to put this clip in there. So inside of this thing here, you see it? I don't want to drop these because inside of this thing here, you see that? These, well, these are all plastic chunks out of my gears. So that whole plunger thing just shattered, or parts of it shattered. I don't want to lose these. Sorry, guys, one sec. So all this plastic started coming out of that locker piece. And that locker piece was not cheap. It was $1,500 or something. Those things are really expensive. So anyway, needless to say, we took the locker out, put my rear differential back to the way it was factory, and we're on the road. I'll deal with the locker when I get back. It was a joke. You got that right. If for some reason the company won't give me, I don't see why they wouldn't just take the locker back and get out of my life. But I told the company that I bought it from, I don't want that Yukon Locker back. I would rather have an ARB one, which I hear are way better, or the Eaton Locker, which is supposed to be really good too. Yeah, Frank, I heard the same thing about an E-Locker. So, but when I was looking into lockers, the ARBs and the Eaton E-Lockers are indefinitely out of stock. And like, so the ARB guys, I heard that there were like 2 years from now is when they figure they can start fulfilling orders, because they are so backlogged, because they're out of stock. And any stock that they're manufacturing now is just trying to fill up old orders. So from what I was told is they're on an indefinite back order. Same with the Eaton lockers the same way. There's probably a reason why all those other lockers are out of stock and Yukon had stock. That would make sense. So I'm going to be doing some more meetups on my travels. I don't know when and where, but I did a subscriber meetup in Esquimalt, which is Vancouver Island. That will be tomorrow's video. I'm going to do more of my own personal meetups along my travels when I hit bigger towns. They'll be last minute. It'll be me on a whim saying, hey guys, I'm in Calgary. Just say, let's do 5 p.m. at this time, maybe only a 2-hour notice. But if you are in Canada, keep an eye. I always post my meetups on Facebook, Instagram, and the community tab on YouTube. So keep an eye out for those things. Just make sure all your updates are turned on for everything. So yeah, if you're in Canada somewhere and you don't miss out on any of our gatherings. But I plan on doing quite a few, but they are always last minute. I do not like to book those things in advance, because when you book meetups in advance, then I have to plan my life around that. And I am a spur of the moment kind of guy. And I've tried that before, where I've booked a meetup on my travels like 3 days ahead. And then by the time I was in that town, I was like, I don't want to do a meetup today. So I like to do them on days when I feel being social, because some days I just don't feel like being social. And gatherings, especially if a large group come, they can be very taxing. Like taxing on like the social, the talk part. By the time that's done, sometimes it's hard to have the own energy after that to talk to the camera and make a video, you know? So that's why I like to do those things when I'm really feeling being social, because I love meeting you guys. It is so fun. Robin Jan, message me on Instagram. Okay, before you guys leave, Robin Jan, message me on Instagram, all right? And we'll see if we can get together and get that van tour filmed. because I'm in Alberta. You got that right. Spontaneous living is been the greatest thing I ever did for myself. It took a lot of years of hard work to be able to get here, to be able to live spontaneous, but it's great. Introverts need to recharge alone. I'm an extrovert. I am the epitome. I'm like the spokesperson for an extroverted person. But even extroverts need time to recharge alone. And that's true. I think everybody, no matter what kind of person you are, what kind of type of lifestyle you're living, everybody needs alone time to recharge, because when you're alone is when magic happens within you. So I always tell everybody, man, if you break up with somebody, you need to spend some serious time alone before you ever think about dating somebody else. Get to know who you are. See so many people that only know who they are with that person, and they're always a different person with every person they date. Get to know who you are inside. That way you can be your own individual with the other person. Otherwise, you end up becoming another man for that girl or doing things for that other person. Got to get to know you first, man. Being single is the damn key. I'm a big believer in that, man. Like, I dated a girl once. This is a long time ago, and she was insecure. And I just had a chat with her. Like, I shouldn't say insecure. She was jealous, which came from insecurity. And I just sat down and talked to her. I'm like, we're done. I'm like, I can't do this. I don't do insecurity. You know, I understand having a little bit, but when it's starting to be jealousy, I'm out. Right? I'm like, you need to figure this stuff out in yourself. You need to figure that out. Don't put this on me. But she was putting everything on me, making things my fault. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, I was a DJ. DJs are hard to date at that time anyway. So I just told her, I'm like, you need to spend some serious time alone. You know what I mean? Get to know who you are before you even date somebody else. And what does she do? She goes and dates somebody else. But it's true, man. And any girl I've ever met who's single, oh yeah, one strong, tough girl that just knows who she is. Those are the ones you want to date. Matt, that's pretty cool, man. I love it when I hear you guys starting to build vans or looking at buying vans. So much fun. Cherish every piece of that time. Just cherish it, man. It's so cool. Calgary, Alberta. I may be going there. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm going somewhere. It's been nice out here to do this chat out in the bush. That's been pretty cool. Oh. Weather looks like it's turning though. Looks like it's I'm gonna grab my hotspot. Oh, I dumped my water. My bad. It's gone like super cloudy. Those mountains are wild back there. Yeah, above us here looks like it's gonna rain on it. Look how dark those things are. Crazy. Yeah, we're gonna make home right here tonight. Park right here along the river. Cruz is already super cozy there. Yeah, thought we were alone until I found out someone's actually in that little cabin there. It's pretty good. Pretty stoked about life right now. Come on, look at that. And we're live streaming from out here. This is insane. Unbelievable. Are we still good? Hotspot says 3 bars of service. Good stuff. Oh. Sorry, guys, I spilled my water. Spilling water. Yeah, I don't know how far I am away from Edmonton. Hey Siri, directions to Edmonton, Alberta.
Getting directions to Edmonton.
I am 3.5 hours away from Edmonton. So I'm like, I'm out here. I'm in Alberta, baby. Felt so good to leave BC. Someone said hi to Emmy. Oh, Cat Lady Van's in here. What's up? Hey, Emmy. I don't know if you just logged in or not, but check this out. I'm live streaming from in the bush. In the bush. For real. Found a random cell phone tower out here because there's a mining company just down that way, and this cell phone tower is here probably for that mining company, which means I get to take advantage way out here in the bush. My kind of place. Super stoked on it. More of this world needs this kind of stuff. Like, this world needs to be riddled with cell phone service. Or Elon Musk needs to hurry up and get that mobile satellite dish for us. Please, so I can get that satellite internet. Maria, bro, I want your life so bad. Cat Lady Van says, I've been waiting for my video to upload for 5 hours. I had that the other day. So I ended up skipping a day. It literally took like 12 hours to upload a video. So what I found out here is there's more TELUS internet than there is Rogers. I'm on Rogers. So I may get a TELUS SIM card with a separate plan on it. Maybe I'll put TELUS on my cell phone and get a new phone number and then use Rogers on my hotspot. Or cut down my cell phone plan to barely anything and then buy a SIM card for TELUS. And then when I'm in TELUS areas, just put the TELUS SIM card into my mobile hotspot. Right? So what would you use for two people to live in? I've seen two people live in a minivan. That all depends on what you're willing to sacrifice. Yeah, but I don't use my phone. So what I find is that when I tether my phone to my computer to use it online, I get a slower connection than when I use my little MiFi little hotspot box. The hotspot box is like 2-3 times faster than my cell phone when I tether it. Tethering meaning that I log in from my laptop to my phone and use the data from there. It's way faster on my hotspot. And yes, I do very much enjoy cooler weather versus summer. This is the first year I've ever been a giant wuss when it comes to warm weather. I haven't enjoyed it at all. I think next summer I'm going to go, I don't know, maybe I'll find out if it gets cooler to the way up north, maybe I'll just go spend my summer up in the north. But I think next year I don't want to see hot weather ever. Ever. It's miserable in the van when it's hot. Like, I don't mind it when it's like 25 degrees Celsius, but anything hotter than that, it just gets to be sticky in the van. And it's not enjoyable. Summertime's the worst season for van life, and that's the truth. I'll take winter over summer any day. So Maria's asking if the hotspot works way out in the boonies. The hotspot requires a cell phone service. And there's a cell phone tower just down the way here. It requires good cell phone service in order to work. It just runs on a cellular plan. Hey, Chrome, what YouTube channels do I usually watch? I don't watch any van lifers, I'll tell you that. It's starting to rain. I watch Peter McKinnon, David Dobrik, Casey Neistat if he ever uploads. I don't really know if I'm really watching anybody on a regular right now. Whoa, that's a big bead. You just landed on my laptop by the mic and it popped in there and zoomed off. We're gonna get it rained on. Here it comes. So good. Look at that. Got big dark clouds. Those are. I just even working. I'm way away from my van. My hotspot's way in there. I will take this weather over summer heat any day. Working. I'm way away from my van. My hotspot's way in there. I will take this weather over summer heat any day. Why? Because when it's raining, you could still tromp around in the backcountry, have some fun, just banging through those backcountry roads from the front seat of your super warm home. So rainy days are great for exploring the backcountry. I dig it. Bradley Jones, thanks to the super chat. Bro, your new flame buddy here, wondering how you film content when you're hanging out with others. Do you guys take turns? Nope, we don't take turns. I just film. I do my own thing. Any of my friends that have YouTube channels are also brand new to YouTube. So I kind of have a bit of a workflow. Like a lot of my stuff I film with intent. You know what I mean? Like as I film, I can picture what I need for the next shot or picture what I need for shots because the last one was a talking one. I already know what kind of shots I need from the area that I'm in order to get to my next talking segment. So I know a lot of my friends, like I hung out with Joseph there for a handful of days on the island and he doesn't really have a workflow, you know? So he was watching me and it was cool to see you, the way you do things. So no, we don't take turns. I film whatever I want. So if you watch the video I posted the other day, I don't know if it said butterflies in it. No, it said, if you look on if you haven't seen the video yesterday, it says tourist attractions in the video title. You'll see when I walked out of the butterfly gardens with Joseph, I was talking through my camera, and you can see Joseph in the background about to talk to his, and then he looked at me like, really, dude? And then he turned around and walked backwards while I was walking forwards talking to you guys because he was like, Chrome started his channel. So he had to waited for me to go, and then he did his clip in that same scenario. So, and that's just what happens there. I mean, you know, we don't wait for things. I don't hang out with YouTubers. Like Joseph and them, I won't see Joseph. I won't see Emmy. I won't see none of them now till wintertime or ever. Like I don't know when I'm ever going to see them again. Like right now, I know Emmy's going back for the winter. Joseph's already there for the winter. So I know if I go back, I'm going to see them. But if I don't go back, I don't know when I'll ever see them again. But that's what van life is like, man. That's how things work. You know, people that are in your world, they're in and they're out. And I don't mind that because I don't take people for too long. I'm that person. I have a certain time limit with anybody, and then I got to go. Chug-a-lug Doug, you ask me that on every single live stream. How can I donate and be a part of the Weirdo family? Every single live stream, you ask the same question. There's a join button right below this video. Just click it. I use a small dehumidifier in my boat in the winter. I don't know if I ever feel I have a dry air heater, which keeps things pretty dry in here. Like I can see if you're running a propane heater and having a problem with moisture because of the propane kicking off moisture. But because I have a dry air heater, the only time I ever fight moisture was underneath my bed last year because underneath my bed's cold because all the cold air from underneath the van keeping my bottom of my bed cold, and I'm so hot on top of it, and my mattress is pretty thin, so it's my body heat so close to that wood, it was making it wet. And then I bought stuff called Hypervent and put it underneath it. You can see it underneath my bed right there. There's a layer of stuff right here. It's like a really tight Scotch-Brite pad. It's called Hypervent. I put that underneath my bed last year, and it solved all the problems. I never had constipation for the rest of the year. I'll keep you posted on how this one goes, because that just might have been a weird week. Diana, I like that. Doug, there's a $sign under the line where you're typing your message. Use that, right? Yeah, that little $sign there is called the super chat. Sweet. So Alyssa says that she uses the same Hypervent stuff under her bed in her loft, and it's great. That's awesome. So I bought it last year, and it did well. I mean, I'm excited to see what this winter's like on if it makes it through all the different weather and different towns, and like, because every time I travel through provinces in the winter, you're getting different humidities in all the different provinces. I know Vancouver is the moistest because it's close by the water. But I'm curious to know if that Hypervent makes it through this winter with no moisture underneath my bed. So what I found, this was just my out of experiment. If you have a thin mattress and your body's on it and you've crushed it down to there, there's only about this much room of your body heat getting to that board underneath that's probably cold. So I found that friends of mine that live in vans that have thick mattresses, like the usual standard size apartment mattress thickness, like 8 inches, not 4 like mine, like a big 8-inch mattress, when they lie on it, it only compresses to there, which keeps their body heat away from the board underneath. So all my friends that have big, thick mattresses have never had a moisture problem under their bed all winter long, even with propane heat. So I think the thickness of your mattress makes a difference. Or if you have a thin mattress and you're a super tiny person, I'm not. I'm 245 pounds. So when I lie on that mattress, I crush it. Drew Stump, thanks for the kind words. I appreciate that. Sheila, thank you too. Does Patreon take a percentage? Of course they do. Yeah, they do take a percentage. All those platforms take a percentage. They all take, because I mean, Patreon takes a percentage because they have to process the payment. They give me the platform to post on things, and because Patreon gives me a platform to post videos and to post pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, I pay, they take a percentage to cover all of that stuff. Is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. I have no qualms at all about the piece that they take. None. Did I know any van lifers before I bought a van? No, I didn't. Yeah, never even seen one in person before I moved into mine. I seen some on YouTube, but that was about it. And then right when I bought mine, the first thing I did is I found out in Vancouver where they all were, and I had to drive right down there. How does Cruz let me know when he's got to go? He just usually goes and stands by the door, like any dog at a home. He's never known anything outside of living in a van, so he literally walks over here to the door and stands there. Yeah. He's never peed in the van as an adult. He's 2 now. He'd be 3 in January. But he did when he was a pup, like typical pup stuff. He'd pee on the rugs and stuff on the floor, and the occasional time in my bed, which really sucked. But, you know, it's a typical puppy thing. But puppy training him was way easier than puppy training my last dog, Mr. Disco. Way easier, because I had to train Disco on the 28th floor of an apartment building, which means we were up and down all day to make sure that he knew, don't pee in the apartment, bro. And so he knew that when he's got to go pee, to give me fair warning, because we got to catch that elevator down 28 floors, then go outside. Here, all I had to do was open my door. Was that it? Here you go. Pee time. It was so much easier. What you got, buddy? All right, got your ball? He said, don't take my ball. Where you going, buddy? I don't want your ball. You scared YouTube's going to take your ball? So good to be out here. All the doors open, back door, front doors. This one, the back one's all this breeze coming in. It's pretty good. It only sprinkled it's still sprinkling a little bit, but not like full on raining. Should I install a Max Air fan myself or have it done professionally? Gary, if you know how to use a jigsaw and you've ever cut a piece of wood, you're good to go. 100% good to go. Cutting a hole in your roof right there is not that hard. So if you go onto my channel and type in roof vent, Vancity Van Life, you'll find me installing my Max Air fan. I was parked by a lake. My van was parked on an angle. And all I knew is I had to cut a hole that big. Once you cut the hole that big, all you have to do really is cut the hole in your roof with a jigsaw. It's not that hard. You'll laugh at me in that video because I'm not an expert at it. And then all you do is you got to paint the edges where you've cut because you don't want bare metal. Then you put this stuff called butyl tape. You put it all around the edge. And because my van's got little grooves in it, so there's a couple of grooves where the trim goes. You stack up the butyl tape in that thing, creating so the butyl tape on the top is completely flat. So you stack up little strips of butyl tape in those middle sections to fill up the little valley up there, if you want to call it that. And then you put the whole thing on the top. You screw it down to the roof, and then after that, you take this self-leveling sealer stuff and you pour it over the whole thing, over all your screws and the whole edges, and it's over top of it, and boom, you got a roof in. You can go in and get it professionally done, but if you know how to use a jigsaw, just do it yourself. It ain't that hard. Yeah, Dicor. That's right. That's what it's called, Dicor. Would Danica like my van when I move into the ambulance? I don't know if I'm moving into the ambulance yet, if I'm just going to sell it. And Danica's 15 years old. She's got plenty more years ahead of her before she's even ready for a van like this. When she gets her license at 16, heck no, no way am I giving her this thing. Forget it. If she was 18, maybe. That's like 3 years from now. What? She'll be 18, 3 years, 15? Yeah, 3 years. She's getting old pretty quick. Alyssa, thank you. Me and my pug Pebbles are big fans of Cruz. Go figure. Cruz, someone else gave you $5 that literally just called me the cameraman. You're so cute, buddy. So my laptop's dying. Hold on. I don't want to lose this live stream just because I forgot to plug in my laptop. Oh, hold on. Oh. Anyway, guys, I'm hungry. So what do you guys say we try to live stream and cook? We're not making anything exciting. We're just gonna have toast. We're just gonna make toast. Some raisin bread. Should we do toast or avocados? We should probably just have an avocado. It's probably better, right? Yeah, let's do that. I'm sitting here like chatting with you guys. I'm like, I'm starving. 1 second, kids. So, I don't know how much avocados are where you are, but I bought avocados yesterday that literally broke the bank. This was $2.99 Canadian for one avocado. How the heck is that legal? Ugh. So you guys want to see something cool? How do you get this out? How do you get them out? Is this thing even going? Oh, sorry, I missed a super chat. No, I didn't. How do you guys get those out? You guys like jam a knife in there and rip it out? I'm curious. I'm waiting. Just set it in here. For the longest time, I've been seeing people do this on the side of a cup and all these other weird things. And then on TikTok the other day, I seen you just like literally push it from the back and it comes out. I was like, are you kidding me? Really? The whole time I've been like ramming it with a knife, trying to pull it out. Hopefully Cruz doesn't eat that as a ball. I just chucked it out there. Yeah, push it from the back. Who'd have known? Maybe you guys all knew, but I mean, this is so, that was a lot. Little avocado with a bit of spice on it. Sorry, guys. I'm going to eat and chat. Hit it with a knife sideways. Yeah, I just seen this on TikTok once where you grab it like this and just give it a good shove from the back and it pops right up. It works. Works better when they're riper than this one, but it works. This is my favorite spice. Absolutely, hands down, my favorite spice. Fireside flavor, last $1. They're subscribers of my channel. Really, really good. It's from the States somewhere. They're from Castle Rock, Colorado. Really, really good. They sent me an initial pack of those. A bunch of different ones to try. Then I went and bought 4 of those ones myself. Because I go through it so much, that one. And that's got to be my favorite one. What? You want to play with your ball? You dropped it. You come get it. Sit there and yell at me. Look on his face. He's like, but Dad, can you pick up my ball for me? Fine. Spoiled, rotten little bugger. He sits there and yells at me. Yeah, man. I'm not picking it up this time, bro. You messed up. He's mad. Yeah, he's pissed. You got that right. Thanks, Chrome. Yeah, I gave one of these to my buddy Joseph because I bought so many of them. And he loves it. He's just about finished his. They're a little bit expensive. They're like $8 US, which is ridiculous. Sorry, guys. Sorry. What's the name of this company? Venture Overland Gear. Sorry, guys. It is a little expensive. Worth every penny, though. Yes, Cruz loves those little sweet potato things. We can go play with I keep throwing the ball at him. He keeps bumping off his head and landing back on the floor. Someone said they seen me on Mixcloud. I haven't posted on Mixcloud in like maybe 5 years. It's been a while. Oh, Corinne, thank you. $5 for the avocado fund. Very appreciated. So good though. Was it worth the $3 Canadian? Yeah. This should be $1. There's a piece of fruit. Come on. These fruits, right? Oh, it was delicious. Mmm. Love that you've evolved now. Love to cook. I still don't like to cook. I don't. And if I do cook stuff, it still half comes in a bag, like mixed veggies from a bag. I don't even know how many people are on here. Hold on. 700 and... This guy. You guys see him? Dude, you just... Dude, you just like I throw it to you, you headbutt it back to me. You get it? Atta boy. I think he's purposely throwing it on the floor. Really, bro? Really, bro? Ready? Ah, you got it, buddy. This is a different kind of live stream than we normally do. Ah, I like this one. Put avocado on toast. Ooh, something I seen on TikTok the other day that I want to try. Is that bad? That I'm like getting cooking tips from TikTok. So they took a frying pan. It was so cool. They took a frying pan. They put down cheese, pepperoni, then poured some beat eggs over top of it, then some more cheese. Then they let it cook for a little bit. Then they put a tortilla shell on it until the cheese, pepperoni, and eggs are all cooked. And then it kind of holds itself to the tortilla. Then they pick it up, flip it over, make the bottom of the tortilla shell a little bit crunchy, and you have yourself like an egg, cheesy egg, pepperoni, kind of upside down sort of pizza tortilla thing. It looked really good. So I bought the ingredients for it yesterday. See? I had it on my mind. Oh, not that one. See, I bought some whole wheat tortillas because I want to try it and see if it is actually looks as good as it did on TikTok. What? Maybe some other way of getting cooking advice. I don't know. It's been pretty fun. I need a beer with that now. A beer is a good idea, but I don't know if we're going to stay here. It's still pretty early in the day here. It's 2:55 p.m. Still pretty early, so I'm not sure if we're gonna hunker down here for the day or not. I could. We got good cell service, which means I could get a video put up, which is awesome. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Man, we've been on here for two and a half hours. Woo-wee. That's crazy. What can we do? Man, I wonder if we could get away with driving in this area live. I wonder how far that tower reaches before it kicks us off. That'd be fun. Do I carry a Garmin type satellite beacon for emergencies in the backcountry? Yes. Right there on my dashboard, right there is my Garmin InReach. And it has a very good plan on it, which allows me to text out when I'm out in the bush. So I can text my friends. Cruzy. I can text my friends and tell my daughter I love her. She just messages me back. That's gross. He keeps trying to grab it with his mouth, and then it keeps coming back here. Let's try, buddy. Try again. Ready? He's such a funny boy. But yeah, I do like having that Garmin InReach, and I think if anybody's going to spend... Go get it. It's right in front of you. Here's Cruz. This is what he does before bed. He goes through his spazzy moments. Go get it. It's right there. It's right in front of you. Go get it. He's going to bark at it until it comes over. You're so funny. Look at him. Look, go get it. Go be a brave boy. Don't yell at me. You go get it. It's right there. What was so scary over there, buddy? Was there a boogeyman over there? You're a spaz, buddy. I don't know if could you guys even see him? It's my little spaz. I love that guy. Barefoot and Badass. I love the name of that channel. Just love you guys. You get 2 super chats today. So, no, I missed your first one. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me go back here. It only lets me scroll back so far. So happens when I haven't been staring at this the whole time. Mila, thank you so much for that. Yeah, it's not letting me scroll back that far. Sorry I missed your first one. Hey, you're a maniac, Cruzy. Hey, what's up, DJ Chisel? How you doing, buddy? You got to change your YouTube name to DJ Chisel. Sweet, man. Sorry, I like that comment. Someone just said, I appreciate your openness to us all. It's how you change the world. So I strongly believe that uploading as much content as I do is what keeps this real for me. It allows me to share every aspect of my day, every emotion I go through, everything that I feel, everything that's happening. It keeps it real. And I think it's my favorite part about the channel. My favorite part is that this feels like a very big family. And I feel that way when I meet you guys. It's never awkward. It's always awesome. I had some lady, her husband last night was like, approached me in the grocery store. A little guy was like, excuse me. I'm like, yeah. She's like, the guy's like, well, you wouldn't happen to be that van life guy, would you? I'm like, I am. And he's like, I just texted my wife and said, I think he's in here. And then him and his wife came to my van afterwards, and she was so excited and gave me a hug, but it was like family. And I think that bond between me and you guys feels like that because I share everything in my life. And I just chat some days. I make the dumbest videos some days. I feel like they're the dumbest videos where I just make a video just going blah, 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 about whatever. And I just, sometimes I use you guys as my therapy. Sometimes I think my camera is my way of keeping myself sane on here, not like talking to a tree stump. Sometimes talking to my camera is like my sanity. I don't know. Maybe I am just losing my mind out here, and you guys are just laughing at me, watching my crazy life unfold. Whoo, guys, we're getting close to the end of this one, man. 2 hours and 42 minutes is a long, long, long live stream. But it was fun. It was nice to kind of break this stream up a little bit and, you know, play with the dog and things like that. It was really nice for me. But anyway, guys, if there's 674 people on here right now, if you haven't subscribed, please, please do. I would love to see this channel go over 200K. How weird would that be? I didn't even imagine I'd even be here where I am right now, let alone at 180,000. That's bananas. But anyway, guys, we're going to let you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody who gave us super chats. That kind of stuff goes straight into the gas tank. And thanks to everybody on here who joined YouTube and Patreon while watching this live stream, because I see the notifications come up. I really, really appreciate seeing those families over there grow. And if for anybody who's been here for the 2 hours and 43 minutes, you're insane, because that was a long, long chat. Okay, guys, see you later. Say bye, Cruz. Say bye, buddy. Oh, he's got that evil look in his eye. He sees right out the corner of his eye. He's got that little, I'm about to mess things up, Dad. See ya.